Air Defence System of India form a multi-layered security shield designed to protect national airspace from aircraft, missiles, drones, and emerging hypersonic threats. India operates one of the most complex air defense architectures in Asia, integrating indigenous missile systems, advanced radars, and foreign origin platforms. With nearly 1,750 military aircraft and close to 900 fighter jets, India ranks among the top 5 global air powers. The system ensures early detection, interception, and neutralization of hostile aerial threats across varying ranges and altitudes. Air Defence System of India. Air defense systems are defensive military technologies that detect, track, and destroy aerial threats such as fighter aircraft, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, UAVs, and loitering munitions. India's air defense framework combines surface-to-air missiles, ballistic missile defense interceptors, radar-guided guns, and integrated command-control networks. Operated jointly by the Indian Air Force, Indian Army, and Indian Navy, these systems follow a layered approach consisting of long-range, medium-range, short-range, and very short-range defenses to provide comprehensive aerial security. Air Defence System of India List. India follows a layered air defense doctrine combining imported and indigenous systems for redundancy and flexibility. The list of major air defense system of India are: long-range systems such as S-400 Triumph and ballistic missile defense interceptors. Medium-range platforms like Akash and Barricade. Short-range systems including KRSAM and Spider. Very short-range missile and gun-based systems for terminal defense. 1. Prithvi Air Defense, PAD. Prithvi Air Defense is the exo-atmospheric interceptor of India's ballistic missile defense program. Developed by DRDO under BMD Phase I. Interception altitude up to 80 kilometers. Engagement range between 300 and 2,000 kilometers. Designed to destroy incoming ballistic missiles outside the atmosphere. Uses inertial navigation with radar guidance. Successfully tested multiple times against simulated ballistic targets. S-400 Triumph. S-400 Triumph is India's most advanced long-range air defense system, procured from Russia. Maximum engagement range of 400 kilometers. Can intercept aircraft, UAVs, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. India signed a $5.43 billion deal for 5 regiments. Known in India as Sudarshan Chakra. Tracks up to 300 targets simultaneously. Deployed along northern and western strategic sectors. Advanced Air Defense, AAD. Advanced Air Defense is the endo-atmospheric interceptor of India's BMD architecture. Designed to intercept missiles within the atmosphere. Operational altitude up to 30 kilometers. Speed approximately Mach 4.5. Complements PAD in 2-layer missile interception. Provides terminal phase ballistic missile defense. Successfully tested against short and medium-range ballistic targets. 4. Akash surface-to-air missile system. Akash is an indigenously developed medium-range surface-to-air missile system. Developed by DRDO, produced by BDL and Bell. Range up to 45 kilometers, speed Mach 3.5. Uses Rajendra phased array radar. Simultaneously tracks 64 targets. Deployed by Indian Air Force and Indian Army. Variants include Akash 1S and Akash NG, 70 kilometers range. 5. Spider. Spider is a quick reaction air defense system acquired from Israel. Uses Python 5 and Derby missiles. Engagement range between 20 and 50 kilometers. Capable of all-weather operations. Highly mobile and rapidly deployable. Effective against low-flying aircraft and drones. Integrated into IAF's low-level air defense network. 6. KRSAM. Quick Reaction Surface-to-Air Missile, KRSAM, is a mobile indigenous air defense system. Developed by DRDO for Indian Army. Operational range up to 30 kilometers. Speed approximately Mach 4.7. Capable of firing on the move. Designed to counter aircraft and UAVs. Fully automated command and control system. 72K-12KUB, Vadrant. 2K-12KUB is a Soviet-era medium-range air defense system still in limited service. Maximum range of about 24 kilometers. Engagement altitude up to 14,000 meters. Radar-guided missile system. Used for point and area defense. Gradually being phased out. Replaced by modern indigenous platforms. 8 S-125 Pekara. S-125 Pekara is a legacy short-range surface-to-air missile system. Soviet origin system. Maximum range around 30 kilometers. Designed to counter low-altitude targets. Upgraded with digital radars in India. Used extensively during earlier decades. Now largely replaced by Akash and Barricade. 9 Barricade. Barricade is a modern medium-range air defense system jointly developed by India and Israel. Range up to 100 kilometers. Used by Army, Navy, and Air Force. Equipped with active radar seeker. High resistance to electronic countermeasures. Deployed in sensitive border areas. Effective against missiles, aircraft, and UAVs. Also read, Air Defense Systems in the World. 10-9K-33 OSAAK. OSAAK is a mobile short-range air defense missile system. Soviet origin all-weather system. Range approximately 15 kilometers. Mounted on amphibious vehicles. Designed for frontline air defense. Rapid reaction capability. Gradually being replaced by newer systems. 11 S-200 Angara. S-200 Angara was a long-range air defense system previously used by India. Engagement range exceeding 250 kilometers. Designed for high-altitude targets. Large radar signature and fixed deployment. Required extensive logistical support. Now retired from active service. Replaced by S-400 class systems. 12-9K-35 Strela 10. Strela 10 is a very short-range infrared-guided missile system. Engagement range up to 5 kilometers. Designed for low-flying aircraft. Mounted on tracked vehicles. Passive infrared guidance. Suitable for frontline troops. Part of India's V-SHORAD layer. 13-2K-22 Tunguska. Tunguska is a combined gun missile air defense platform. Integrates missiles and 30mm cannons. Engagement range up to 10 kilometers. Effective against helicopters and aircraft. Radar and optical tracking. Mounted on tracked chassis. Used for mobile battlefield air defense. 14 ZSU-23-4 Shilka and ZU-23-2. These are gun-based air defense systems forming the last line of defense. ZSU-23-4 has radar-guided 23mm guns. ZU-23-2 is a towed twin-barrel system. Effective against low-altitude threats. Widely used for point defense. High rate of fire. Deployed near critical installations. 15 Bofors 40mm gun and KPV HMG. Gun-based systems provide close-in air defense against low-flying threats. Key facts. Bofors 40mm effective against aircraft and drones. High accuracy and proven reliability. KPV heavy machine gun used for short-range defense. Effective against helicopters and UAVs. Deployed at air bases and forward areas. Complements missile-based systems.